Well, hello there, Baby's Booty family. I'm Eve with the Baby's Booty, and welcome to tonight's love stream. All right, our Sunday love stream is in full effect, and tonight is not a super difficult question, but in a way, it is a difficult question. I really don't, y'all. Folk put me through my paces. I'm trying to tell you. So, here is a question that I get so often, it really shocks me every time someone asks. Is which one of the rhinestones is the true color gold? And I'm like, I don't I don't know. Cuz to me, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, I guess is the best way for me to put that. So each person has their own idea of what gold is the true gold. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to go through all of the gold colors and we are going to test them on different colors. So look what I got tonight though. I have all of, well, not all, but a lot of the colors of the rainbow of totes for us to use and test out the gold rhinestones. And so we'll let you guys decide what color we're going to test, which one of the colors, rather, which colors we're going to test. And then at the end, we'll do a giveaway. I made a special design just for this project. And that design is in the community tab, or the posts tab here on YouTube for those that are members here on this channel. Not subscribers, but members. So if you go and check the community tab, you'll see it. I did test it this time, so I know the link works and I know the files are there. And you're more than welcome to download it and give it a try at your leisure. It's just a very simple design, sun, moon, and stars. And that's what we're going to be doing tonight. So hopefully you guys will enjoy hanging out with us and having a good time. And we got a poll even for you to click on and let us know what you think and weigh in. And then at the end tonight, we're going to find out which gold is the true gold. I guess. I don't know. That's what we're going to be working on tonight. So, welcome to everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this evening. I'm going to say hi to some of the folks that have come in and logged in with us. We got Miss Carol Coleman. Welcome, Miss Carol Coleman. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with us. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate it. Dempsey Boo. Hey, Dempsey Boo. She says she busy at work. No worries. Thank you for coming to hang out and listen in the work bushes. We appreciate you. Boyd Apparel, welcome and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We appreciate you. And please, as Dempsey Boo says, please hit the thumbs up button on your way in. We really would appreciate it. DB, what's up, DB? Welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out with us. And we have Sharon Davenport. Hey, Miss Sharon Davenport, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Knick-Knack Nurse. Hey, neighbor. What's up, homie? Good to see you. Thank you for coming to hang out with us this evening. Rosetta Cobb. Hey, Rosetta. Welcome. You were looking for gold? Football coach, and the colors are black and gold. All right, we will work on that tonight. That's what's up. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate you. Addie Green. Hey, Addie. Welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out. Andrea Butler. Hey, honey. Welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out with us and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We appreciate you. Just Gifted. Hey, Miss Sonia. Welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out with us. I hope your gift baskets is doing good over there. Faye Norman, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Appreciate you. Boyd Apparel, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Kendra Mack, what's up, Kendra? Thanks for coming to hang out with us. Precious Pieces, thank you for coming to hang out with us too. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We got Joyce T in here, Mary Miller in here, Martha Jordan in here, Evelyn Warner in here. Thank you all for coming to hang out. That's what's up. We got Danny Crafts. Hey, Danny Crafts. Welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out with us. Let's see what else we've got going on. Miss Sean. Hey, Miss Sean. Welcome. Be safe on the plane ride. Be safe. Be safe. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And then we got Miss 143. Hey, Miss 143. Welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Tracy Murray. Hey, honey. Welcome. Laura E. Welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out. EJ's daughter. Welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. So Crafty is a YouTube Hoop Group member. Marlene Kelsey is also a YouTube Hoop Group member. Thank you so very much. I appreciate the three of you so very much. And I'm going to be scrolling here in a moment. Porgy Town, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Monique Johnson, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We got Andrea Ross. Hey, Andrea, welcome. Willie Roseman, JCOM Creations. Thank you all for coming to hang out with us this evening. Karen B, Katrina. Hey, Katrina's Creations, welcome. Craft by Q, welcome. Both of you are YouTube Hoop Group members, and I appreciate it. So we're going to start scrolling, you guys, and go ahead and get on this project, because the more totes I can do, the more totes I'll have to give away. How awesome is that? Because I'm not keeping all these totes. I'm just not. Okay, that's just not going to happen. Hi, Sheila Cushionberry. Welcome, welcome. Kai, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Poop Group member as well. We got Sippin' in here, Sippin'. I don't see Tayu. Hopefully she's in here and she's doing good. Welcome. Thank you, Miss Joyce. Welcome, welcome. Haven't seen you. Okay, no worries. Hey, Vanessa. Welcome. But it's a part day. It's so many names I absolutely love seeing on a regular basis. It just tickles my fancy, and it just makes me feel warm and squishy inside, y'all, because you could be anywhere else, but you came to hang out with me here. So tonight we're going to have a lot of fun. Oh, Lord, y'all. Aurum Dorado is winning. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You got your QCT6 automation for my long arm. Girl, guess what? I don't know what that is, but I feel like it needs a bell ring, and especially for you to even tell me about it. And I don't know what, and I can't even blame the bell being gone on the supervisor this time, y'all. I really can't, because when I tell y'all, I have been just, oh my gosh, the past couple of weeks have been just a lot. Oh, I put it up. That's why I can't find it, because I actually put it where it belongs. Congratulations on your automation. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Hopefully I don't miss anyone else's baby. If I do, just definitely put the light bulb emoji, I think is what he said. Put that in there. Even though he's not in here, he keeps getting kicked from StreamYard. So I'm going to be the one keeping a double check. And Sheila Cushionberry usually does too if she's not busy. Hey, Tuck. So welcome, 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 everybody. So again, one of the questions for tonight is, what shade of gold do you reach for most often with your rhinestones? Is it Aurum Dorado? Is it topaz? Is it brass? Is it speen? And you know what? I actually missed one. Crystal Golden Shadow. So let me know which one it is. You can do the poll if you want to, or you can just type it in the chat and I'll see it. But thank you so very much. All right, so tonight again we are going to be blinging, and we're going to look at all of the different goals that we have to offer and see which one looks the best, and answer a couple of other questions about the goal. Greg Barker, you got your Wonder Press. Congratulations on your Wonder Press. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Thank you so very much for sharing your Wonder Press with us. Let us know what you're going to be making on that thing, because I would love to know. All right, you guys. Oh, Greg, you had some really gorgeous designs as well. You always do, but the last two really struck me. Oh, hey, 755. Welcome. Ooh, 755. I'm going to have to send you a picture that my daughter did oil painting for her first time, and it turned out really pretty. I'm going to have to share it. Well, you know what? I'm going to share it with y'all now. What am I saying? So, we're going to go over. Guess what? We got a new camera over the table, so hopefully it'll act right. It wasn't acting right at first when I first came on live tonight. I thought I was gonna have to reboot the computer, but I didn't. So we're gonna switch over to the camera. But so I'm gonna show you the painting that she did, and it was for the baby shower. So y'all know I've been stressing out about this baby shower for weeks now, and been trying to get everything together that I wanted to get for, you know, the different things, because as I have mentioned to you guys many times before, how I got my start in embroidery long before YouTube was by making baby gifts. I was doing bibs, burp cloths, binky leashes, and blankets was the main thing. Every so often I would do a onesie or two here or there, but for the most part it was just those four things because I could make them, just hand make them, and then embroider. Actually, I had learned how to embroider on them first, then go back and make the actual item. And it just made all the difference in the world on getting these gifts out. And so that was how I started. So anytime someone that is near and dear to me and they're having a baby shower, I'll go ahead and make gifts for them. I don't do it for profit anymore, but I will do it, you know, because of I want to. Hey, Patrice Boo. So, one of the things that, and this is my sister, well, she's my cousin, but my sister's daughter is the one that's having her first baby. And so, I told you guys about it. She didn't want pink. She didn't want da 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 da. Well, wound up, it was ballerina themed and it was pink all over the place. So, whatever, we just gonna roll with that. And I got quite a lot of pink fabric, and I'll show you guys some of the things that I made. But 755, this is the painting that my daughter painted for her, and that's oil. That is oil paints, and I'm sorry, it's like blurry, I think. There we go. Come on, you was almost there. There we go. So that's the painting that she did, and I think that's like a 16 by 20 painting. And I think she did very well. She did an excellent job, in my opinion, especially for doing oil for the very first time. She's never done oil before. So, and it was funny because I remember, thank y'all. I remember when you were painting all of the oil paintings for the month, and I got my Prince painting and my dolphin painting. And I remember you teaching some of the stuff about doing oils. And I was like, girl, you need a spatula. Girl, you needed this. Girl, you needed that. It was funny. I was talking like I was a professional and I wasn't. But anyway, so that was cool. But everybody loved the painting. She did a really good job, considering, in my opinion, her first time doing oil paints. But I'll share with y'all, and then we'll run over there and go ahead and get started. But go ahead and be thinking about, oh, and guess what, y'all? Nobody found the dollhouse laundry basket. So we found one close, but it wasn't exactly the same because the lid was hinged on the one that she wanted. So we didn't get that, but it's no worries. She'll. I mean, we just gonna have to use a regular laundry basket. Okay, hello. But I appreciate all of you who did go and check that out for me to see if you could find it. I do appreciate it. Thank you so very much, because quite a few did reach out. Let me see. Oh, okay. So here are some of the things I'm gonna show you. This kind of had me tickled though. This is how I did the present. This is how I did her gift bag. So I did stacked boxes. There are 6 of them there. And in the 6 stacked boxes, I just didn't want plain boxes, so I put the tulle around the bottom boxes. The bottom one is white, the middle one is pink, and the third one is purple, but then I left the other ones. And then my husband helped me put a ribbon on it. Let me see if I can't find, oh, there we go. It's not the best picture, but this is when we put the ribbon around it and the tails of the ribbon hanging down from it. It turned out so super pretty. I absolutely love that. But inside I did a couple of things. Like here's one of the bibs that I did. I was mad about that one. These are embroidered. That's embroidery. I was mad about this one because the iron got something on it, and then there's the other 2. I'm sorry, y'all. This is not, I probably should have pulled it up. Let me see if I can pull it up on the pictures on on the website. I don't want y'all going. Y'all be like, oh my God, I need glasses. She done messed up my eyesight. My bad. My bad. My bad. I'll show this real quick. Sorry for those that ain't here for that. My bad. Ooh. Uh-oh. They didn't refresh. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna have to show it this way because they're not in my pictures yet. They weren't uploaded. But anyway, so there's two of the bibs. And I can't get it to focus much. Let's see if I come in a little bit closer. No, no. There we go. There we go. So there's those bibs, and then that was the first one. That's the first one and the purple one together on there. And then this is the ballerina fabric. Gosh. There we go. Ballerina fabric. I did a burp cloth and I did a hooded towel for when she gives the baby a bath. I keep going the wrong way. And then these are ballerina slippers, and it's got the baby's name and the monogram for the baby. And then those are ballerinas, and again the baby's name and the monogram for the baby. And then those are those dots. I didn't really care for that fabric too terribly much, but I did it anyway because it matched. And then more ballerina shoes. More ballerina shoes. And I had it all boxed up. I also gave her some other stuff that I didn't make, that I bought, like baby bows and stuff like that. And then I also made this, and that's Kansas City Chiefs, I think it is. Somebody. It's blurry. There we go. Bib, burp cloth, and a binky leash to match. So everything turned out really cute. I couldn't be mad. I couldn't be mad. I couldn't be mad. I didn't get everything done, and I also did a couple of hand sanitizer holders. I didn't get everything done that I wanted done, but I got mostly everything done. And I got there in enough time to put the gift tower. Barely had room to put it anywhere. She was like, she got so much stuff, y'all, that they didn't even open the presents at the baby shower. They didn't even open them there. To say I was sad is an understatement. They didn't even open them there. I mean, it really shouldn't have mattered because I wasn't there. I purposely took them, dropped them off, and left. But it was like, bruh, the whole point in showing out is to show out, you know? So they opened them at home. She did text me and say that she absolutely loved everything and everything was very beautiful. But yeah, it is what it is. I just hate that because especially if I were trying now, and then this is the other part. I'm not doing this as a business, so it worked out. But if I were doing that as a business and I was trying to drum up business, that would have been like devastating because it's like nobody got to see it. So anybody else that would have been there had she opened it would have been able to see the gifts and say, "Oh, who did that?" and da da da. I would like to hire you to do whatever, right? And so that's why I was like, well, whatever. Whatever. I was a little sad. I can't be mad, but it'll be all right. So anyway, so let's go over to the table and we will show you guys. Hopefully it'll look good. It was working just before the live. What happened? Hold on. Let me see. It was working just before the live. And now, there we go. Yay! All right, let's hope and pray that this stays. Grandma and Auntie wore, yeah, right. I know. The grandma did a good job though. My auntie, her grandmother, um, made a teddy bear with matching. She hand sewed a teddy bear with matching dresses on the teddy bear and a little dress for the baby that she hand sewed, y'all. Hand sewed. And I'm just like, bro, that to me, that was GOAT. You know, that was GOAT, because I wasn't hand sewing anything. I'm telling you now. All right, so the colors actually look good on this camera. Oh no, I'm moving too much. Oh no, it did it again. Y'all, technical difficulties are real. This is a good camera, so I know it's got probably everything to do with the driver. And not now all of my cameras are not working. But at least y'all can hear me. That's a good thing. Oh my God. Oh, you know what? It might be a conflict as well. Because there we go. Um, both of them are Logitech webcams. So that could be what's going on. So sorry. All right. Hopefully it won't go out on us again. I'm going to try not to move around too much again. But we've got all these colors. So let me know what color you want to start with. All right. And I'm going to have these up towards the... come on, man. This is going to tick me off, y'all. Let's see. Where is this camera? Where is this camera? Hold on. This one is right here. Let's do this, because that's sad when you got to go back old school. See, this is Logitech too, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it. So that makes absolutely zero sense that I'm going to have to struggle like this. Hold on. Y'all know how it is. You can't go live without drama. I know it. Look, it's gonna have to be fine. Cause guess what? What can I do? I can't do anything. Boop. Go back to that. I ain't what I wanted it to go to. Let's go. There we go. No, that's not what I want. Let's go to this. All right. So this is an old school backup camera. So we're gonna have to make this one work. And this one should not theoretically have any issues, but the way things have been going, who knows? All right. So these are the colors. Somebody said green. Start with green. Okay. Now the other person who was looking, their husband's colors were gold and black and gold, I think she said. What other color came with your... Yeah, rust. That is a rust color. All right, so let's look at our gold contenders, right? So here's brass. I should have brought the candy trays, but I didn't. So this is brass. And then our primary gold colors that people pick up usually first is Aurum Dorado or brass, okay? Brass is more of a yellow gold. I like to call Aurum old gold, okay? Old gold. The reason why I call this old gold is because it kind of reminds me of how gold used to be. Kind of like the Saints, maybe a little bit. Their original, I don't know. So that's the colors to me. And then we also have topaz works for a form of gold, even though beside these guys it makes it look orange. But topaz is a goldish brown, whereas these guys, and it's a diamond, it's like a crystal, whereas these guys are metallic. So these guys have like a metallic coating on them that they're glass stones just like these are, but you can't see through these two guys, but you can see through this guy right here. Okay. Antique gold. Thank you, Sheila Cushionberry. That's a good way to put it. We also have crystal golden. Crystal golden is like a pale gold. Okay, really light pale gold. Okay, so that could work. And then lately we've added sphene. So sphene, in a way, in my opinion, really kind of doesn't count because this reflects more than just gold. Um, and if you look at it beside brass, speen is a lighter shade of gold than brass is, but speen reflects more than just gold. You like in the light, it can reflect some pinks and some oranges and stuff like that. So to me, this kind of doesn't count for like a true gold, but it's still very, very pretty because this is an icy color, and the icy just really shines. So here is the design that I made. And again, this is in the community tab if you want to get it. I'm not putting this on the website. Oh, it is blurry. I'm trying to, oh, well, let me grab my white background thing. But I'm not putting this design on the website. I'm just going to put it in the community tab for those who are members and want to get the design. But it is free for those who are members. Let's see if this helps with the blurry. It might not. Let's see. And I still have, my studio is still a whole wreck, y'all. Like, it's just stuff everywhere. And I'm trying really hard to get some time to clean, and I haven't been able to do that. All right, so what we're going to do tonight is we are going to again put these golds on different color bags. And the reason why I did sun, moon, and stars is because typically the three of these are portrayed in a gold yellowish color, right? So what we're going to do is we'll do our Aurum, we'll do our brass, and then we'll pick either topaz or crystal golden. We'll alternate with crystal golden. And honey is another option as well for gold. Honey is lighter than topaz, so this could be an option too. But honey is an icy color. That's icy honey. So just keep that in mind. So what I'll probably start out with is crystal golden on the stars. On the sun, for the first bag, we'll do brass, and then we'll do the moon as Aurum, and then we'll put that on the green bag. And then when we go to the next color, which I think somebody said blue or either rust, I can't remember which one. But when we go to the next color, we'll switch the colors. Okay. So that's what we'll do for now. So again, I'm using brass right now for the sun. And when I get through with the moon, I'll cut the heat press on, but right now it's not on. I don't have an Etsy. I do not. Well, I have an Etsy, but I don't sell anything over there. I actually used to sell those baby bibs on Etsy, and I thought about putting them back up there, mainly because now that I'm doing the bibs in the hoop instead of doing them by hand, not by hand, but just constructing the entire bib without the use of the embroidery machine. I thought about putting them back up there because they're easier to make, but again, that's something else to do. What is your opinion on the brother PE77? Hey, the core, welcome. Embroidery machine for a starter for an embroidery machine. So the core, I personally, and this is again, I appreciate you asking my opinion. I absolutely love the PE770. I have for years referred people to the PE770 if they could afford it, as a great starter embroidery machine. I have the new version of it, the PE900, that I will pull out and use every so often, aside from my multi-needle machine. Now, for a starter machine, yes, absolutely. If a person can afford it, yes. If they can't, like they can only maybe a 400 right now. There is a 4x4 embroidery machine. Brothers have excellent starter machines, and I'm just gonna put that right there like that. Brothers has excellent embroidery machines, so you could, in my opinion, not go wrong with any of them. Are there other contenders out there that would work? Yes, yes, there are. But I do and have had excellent results from Brother machines through the years. So yes, I would say that. If you can't, again, if you can't afford it, you can try the 4x4 version. But if you don't want to wait, I'm sorry, if you would rather have the larger hoop size, then then wait and try and stack up your coins to get the 5x7. You Most people who get the 4x4 wind up wishing they had the 5x7. But then again, most of the people who get the 5x7 wish they had the multi-needle. So it's a normal progression that happens that I've seen through the years. But the 5x7 is an excellent machine. Now, Poulin does have a version of an embroidery machine with a bigger hoop size. I recently got a Poulin, but I got the smallest one, the 4x4, just to try it out. I am in the Poulin group because I did get the machine. So I'm in the Poulin group on Facebook. But what I want to mention is there have been more instances where people are ending up with broken machines with the Poulin than I've rarely see with the Brother 5x7. And I'm just stating facts from what I personally have seen in my years of working with Brother. You would think, okay, well, Brother has been around a whole lot longer, so you'll see more of the machines not working and all this other jazz. Y'all, I'm serious. I rarely do I hear someone say, well, I got this Brother 5x7 machine and it broke on me. I don't see that very often. I really don't. Poulin, I've seen it a lot lately. In the Facebook group for Poulin, and I'm in the Brother group as well. So I don't know. You can take that however you will. If you do get, and even with an operator error, because most people who start out, they learn on the smaller machines, right? And most people don't just jump right into the multi-needle machines. And that being the case, yeah, there usually is user error that gets the machine to acting up. But when it does act up, it's usually something that can be rectified and then it's over and done with. And now we're back to using our machine because it was something that was simple to correct. Whether they be tension, whether they be blah, 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 but not that's not some of the stuff I've been seeing with the Poulin. So that kind of had me a little concerned. Being that I just bought one, I have not unboxed it yet. I need to unbox it. But but Brother, I haven't seen it. Not to say that it can't break, because it can, but I don't see that very often. So, FYI. FYI. And then there are some people who had a Poulin and it's been working great for them. So I don't want you to think that just I'm saying that because Poulin is just tragic and horrible. Because there are quite a few folks in the Poulin group that do well. But all right, first time. All right, so This design, oh, that's something, oh, it did go blurry. This design I want to mention as well. The way I created it, it's in, like this diagonal look layout. Um, but each one has its own, they're grouped. So you can ungroup them and you can reposition the sun, the stars, and the moon however you want. So don't think, that when you get the design, you can um, change it around however you want. All right, so just drop that down. Whoops, there's an extra stone right there. That brushed in super quick. All right, so I did not turn on the heat press, so let's turn that on first and foremost. And then we're going to start with the green tote. And I'm going to pre-press my totes. I pre-press totes. I pre-press shirts. The only thing I don't usually pre-press are hats. But depending upon how I had them stored, I might even pre-press the hat. So in the pooling group need to join the brothers group to get some. Yes, please do. Because that's one of the things I've learned. I mean, sometimes people may not be as forthcoming with what they're saying because their equipment may malfunction. And if it malfunctions, they're like, oh, it just broke. Like Miss Joyce pointed out a moment ago, in most instances, it's user error that causes equipment failure. Like something, so I had to learn the hard way with my 4x4 brother embroidery machine years ago when I was working with it. When you break a needle, a lot of times that broken needle will, what makes a needle break is it hitting something hard. Okay. So the needle is supposed to go down straight into a hole. And when it goes down into that hole, if the timing on the machine is correct, it's supposed to go into a hole and it's supposed to go into a channel, right? And it goes down in the thread that allows the thread that is through the eye of that needle to go into that channel, and it will catch the thread that's in the bobbin, and the bobbin thread will wrap around the thread that's in that needle through that channel and pull it back up to complete a stitch. Well, if you're pulling your fabric up here, the fabric's up here on the hoop, and if for whatever reason it gets bound, it can pull. So instead of the needle going straight down, it can pull and get that needle off, and instead of it going down in the channel, it hits the throat plate on the top, or it'll hit the bobbin case as it brings the bobbin around, and it could hit it in the wrong place and break the needle. There's just a whole list of things that could cause it to break a needle. But that bobbin case, or the holder that holds the bobbin case, could puncture. And if it punctures with the needle, then what could happen is it could cause a burr, because the case that holds the bobbin is made out of plastic. And just like if you were to walk past a barbed wire fence, or if you were to walk past a sticker briar bush, I don't know the real name of that bush, but we used to call them sticker briars. Anything with that type of grab or barb to it, it will grab hold of your fabric and it'll snag it, and it'll pull a snag off of your fabric. Well, the same principle applies with the embroidery machine. If you allow it to get that burr because you bent and broke the needle, then that burr from that point forward will continuously snag your thread. as it, even if you put a new needle in, the new needle goes straight down. It's not bent. The channel that it goes into isn't bent or messed up, but there's a snag somewhere on this case. So when that thread wraps around, that thread grabs that snag, and then it causes shredding of your thread. It causes bird's net. It causes all kind of stuff, y'all. It's drama. It's drama if you don't pay attention to what your parts feel like. So if you've never taken the time to take your embroidery machine apart, or had the benefit of being able to watch someone fix your machine, you may not never know that. You may not ever realize that's how all of that works. And you're thinking that your machine is trashed and it just cannot work anymore, when all it needs is a new case holder for your machine, that the case part that holds the bobbin. So there's a lot to keep in mind. Simple little things can cause big problems. But one of these days we'll do a video on that, some troubleshooting, and that way you can make it easy to determine what's wrong and fix it. But brothers are most embroidery sewing machines are all, for the most part, made about the same. For the most part, they all have a bobbin. They all have a, they all have to have their timing correct. It's just, kind of hard for a sewing machine or embroidery machine to be different. Okay, so this is the brass and this is the Aurum on this hunter green color. And then this is crystal golden. So I'm just going to put these puppies, let's put them right here. Put these puppies right here. All right. And so I'm able to layer this tape because the one that's on the bottom is this one, and it's not up under any of these stones. And then because this tape is over the top of this, it's not up under any of those stones. So we're good. I'm going to press this and we're going to bring it back and we're going to make a judgment call and see which one looks the best. Okay. And again, there is no wrong answer on which one looks the best. It's a matter of opinion, but I would like to see what the majority opinion is. That's the point. Not to make anyone feel bad for thinking one or the other. It's just, sometimes it's fun to see what others think, and you give a different perspective based on a different environment, I guess. Because you might have thought that brass looked the best, but on the green, you may not agree, So that's what we're talking about. So let's do our peel reveal. This is on top, so we're going to peel this first. Peel reveal. Ooh, Lord. These colors is dancing and singing. And then this is crystal golden. So I'm going to set this to the side up here. I'm going to set this to the side right here. And here we go. So which one, in your opinion, looks the best? Is it brass on this green? Is it brass, or is it Aurum, or is it crystal golden? Which one looks more like real gold? That was the question that was presented to me. Which one is real gold, the closest to real gold? So on this green, which one looks the best? I kind of want to get some extra light going on so that y'all can, let's see if this helps, because it's a little dark with this camera. That did not really help very much, but up. Everybody's united with brass. Oh my gosh, I didn't see anybody say Aurum yet. Okay. So this is brass, this is Aurum, and this is crystal golden on this green. So Monique says Aurum. Okay. And yes, we are talking about just this color. Okay. So we're going to see if it changes on the blue. Okay. But on the blue, what we're going to do to keep it fair and give this center stage time to shine for all the colors, we're going to swap colors. So on my next one, I'm going to do Aurum for the sun, and we're going to do brass for the moon. And for the stars, I'm going to do topaz. Okay. All right. So hold on. Let's swap this out and let's get started. So this one, this time, we're going to do an Aurum. Yeah, brass is a very fun color. Super bright. It's very, very bright. Very bright. But thank you, the core, for asking that question about the embroidery machines. How many of you guys in here started out with the 5x7 brother, or you currently still use and have the 5x7 brother? How many of you guys in here, if you don't mind me asking? I did see quite a few people chime in and say that they did like their Poulin or they did like their brother. So the sun was brass, yes. Dream Styles Unlimited. Patricia, you got your brother 4x4 and a 5x7. Okay. Love my brother. I started with the brother SE 2000 5x7. Yes. Hey, Vera, honey. Welcome. How are you? How are you doing, my dear? All right. Ooh, that Aurum. Aurum is so pretty to me. I think I like the old gold military. Military gold is a good way to put it. I started with Baby Lock and still have it. Yeah, Baby Lock and Brother technically are the same. They're the same company, just different brands. I'm not sure what the difference is with the Baby Lock versus the Brother. I used to know, but it's been years since I've even entertained that information, so I don't know anymore. So we're going to do the blue next. And again, if you hang around, you don't have to. If you hang around, we're going to do a giveaway of these totes because I don't need any more totes in my house. I just don't. Oh my God. But I got one of all these colors just so we can try them out and see. Because I think the last person to ask me was putting gold on red. So I know red is definitely one of the colors that I want to do with you guys. I think the next one someone asked for was either red or that rust color. But the brother PE 800, trying my best to learn it. Oh, Faye, it's awesome. The Aurum would show out better on a lighter base color. I think the dark green was too dark for Aurum to shine. We gonna see. And that's the theory. That's why we're even doing this experiment, because, you know, real gold is going to look different on different colors, technically. Technically. Hey, Jesse. So how many in here started out with a Poulin? They like, because Poulin is new. I think, when did they come out with the Poulin? Was it last year? Last year Poulin came on the scene. It's a relatively new brand of embroidery machine. So who started out with a Poulin? Like, you didn't have any embroidery machine whatsoever, but you got a Poulin and started with that. I did a shirt last year and had a hard time figuring out the gold. Okay, so hopefully this will help because we don't want anybody to struggle with the colors. And what I may do is, or what I can do actually, is I'm going to take a picture of all of these tomorrow when it's daylight and then post them on the website with their respective like Aurum, on the Aurum website, all of the ones where Aurum is used on the color, put it on the website with the color behind it so that, you know, y'all can see it if you want to go shop for that specific color and need help with it. You know what? That may not be a bad idea to put something like that on the app as well, but that app is it's gonna take some work to get that done. All right, so started seeing pooling at the end of 2024 when I started looking. Okay, only brother product I have is the scan and cut Vikings. Oh, Viking is nice. Ended up getting the Burnett B79. Okay, yeah, the Burnett is a nice machine. It's a little bit, it's not as frills. That's probably the wrong way to put that. The interface isn't as fancy, so to speak, as the brother, but it's a solid machine. Now, that's one thing I can say about the Burnett and the Berninas. They are metal machines. There's like barely plastic inside that machine with the pieces that actually operate. So that was the thing that I did like about getting that machine. All right, so let's go with the blue this time. Royal blue. Or Duke blue, if you let my son tell it. Ooh, y'all, I'm going to have to show y'all the supervisor today. I'm going to have to show y'all the supervisor. Took the supervisor grocery shopping today. And usually that's something his parents do with him. I don't get to grocery shop with him too terribly much these days, but we went today and it was a hoot. And that's putting it nicely. So I'm going to show you the supervisor here in a moment. We're going to get these stones on this bag. And then we'll take a break and get our next color. And then I'll show you the supervisor. All right. So here is the royal blue. And that's, this camera is washing out the color too. But it's all right. We're using what we got until I can figure out what the conflict is to make it not work. Oh man, I thought that was gonna, I was trying to be slick and get it to pick up at the same time. Okay, so here's Aurum is the sun and the moon is brass. Okay, so we're gonna put that right there. And then we're gonna grab our stars, which are topaz. Now, even though we're debating between Aurum and brass, let's not forget these crystal colors are over here. You can see which one. But again, topaz kind of gives me orange. It kind of gives me orange. So if you didn't pick topaz and crystal golden is a little too light. So, all right. So let's press this and then we're going to do, whoops, sorry. Sorry about that, y'all. I knocked y'all all upside your heads. Let's get that right back over there. Okay. I'm not used to that camera being right there. Okay. Let me get this taken out. And then we'll press this. The family reunion order went well. That got done. There were a couple of extra parts that came afterwards that I gotta do. But aside from that, the family reunion went well. Let's see. All right. Let's grab this off the heat press. No, I'm not using golden because again, goldenrod is kind of like a multicolor situation as well. So I'm not using that. And I'm actually considering discontinuing goldenrod. All right, so that's Aurum and that's brass. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oof. Ooh, this one's tough for me anyways. And this is topaz over here. So let's take a look. All right, so what you think? See, look at how this plays with you. Look at how this plays with you. The topaz and the brass almost look the same to me on this blue. That's, I don't know. What do y'all think? So which one? The Aurum in the middle, the sun or the moon or the stars? Which one looks the best gold on this blue? I know EJ's daughter. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Let me pull the topaz back down in the camera a little bit more. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Look, the pole is split a little bit. Okay. Brass, the topaz look more like copper. Yeah, yeah, it can. Until I put that penny on, icy penny on here, that really does look like that. Look at there. All right, so let's go back. Let's look. This is the blue. This is the Aurum, and this is the brass. That's topaz. But on this one, the green, look at how it stands out more. This is brass, and this is Aurum. Look at that. The sun looks silvery on this one. Yeah, because the Aurum, the way the Aurum is playing off with that blue, the blue kind of changes the Aurum, whereas on here, the green enhances the Aurum. Look at that. See, the moon doesn't look silvery right here, right? Isn't that a trip? Isn't that a trip? How colors can play with what you got going on. So we're gonna do red next. Is red okay? Do you want to do red or do you want to do the rust color? Which one y'all want to do? Red or rust? And then we're gonna flip flop again. So we're gonna go back to doing brass on the sun. On the blue, the arm looks very, yes, Faye. Yep. Red, red, red. Okay. So we'll go to the red. We'll go to the red. Now I hate I didn't do, instead of sun and moon and stars, now I hate I didn't do a bunch of suns. Because it would kind of like keep it balanced as far as it being the same size. But it's all right. Y'all, it's big enough where you can tell. Y'all seen that moon shining over there to the side. I'm going to stick with topaz for the stars for now. Unless y'all want me to throw in some speen just because. Speen is going to act up on red. I already knew that. Know that. So we can do speen or we can go back to topaz. But speen, again, I don't think speen counts because speen reflects more than just the gold color. Red, and I'm not biased. I think you are. I think you are indeed. But again, the person who asked me about doing, which gold would be the rest because they're putting it on the red, it was, she was asking because of red. So we'll look and see what this red looks like. Yep, I got yellow sitting over there. So we're going to get to yellow. What time is it? Oh, it's just not 10 o'clock. So we got time. we got the time. We got the time. Let's see. Let's put that right there. Take that off. Oh, I was supposed to show y'all the supervisor. I don't know that this camera would pick it up. And this camera might mess it up. I may have to show y'all on the other camera if I don't forget. Okay, so that's brass. So let's go with Aurum for the moon. And then we'll do topaz for all right. Easy peasy. All right. How are y'all handling all this rain? That's been a mess around here. All right. There's that one. Girl, what was the message? Say, girl, did you get my message? Girl, what was the message? All right. Back with the same transfer tape. Because these tote bags aren't very linty, so they're not wearing out the transfer tape as quickly. But if you get a shirt or something like that that's got a lot of lint on it, then it can wear out your transfer tape faster. Whoops. Ooh, that sounded terrible. My apologies if that caught you off guard. All right, where is my other tape? I may have to, oh, there it is. All right, let's pre-press this. And hopefully I didn't miss any questions anybody might have had. If so, I apologize. "40-ounce tumbler today in my front yard." Good gracious of life. It's the rain. Sometimes it gives me the blues. I am not a movie person, so I would lose. I don't know the answer to that. All right, let's get this red tote. That red is pretty. She's ignoring me even I don't like it since you asked. Oh my God. Sorry. Don't ignore her. Don't ignore her. Man. All right. So let's move the handle out the way. And we're going to put this here. Move it up a little bit. And then we're going to grab our stars. And I'm going to have to make sure we leave enough time to do the giveaway. So All right, let's press this, and then we'll do the peel reveal. Do you have a brown tote? The closest that I have is that rust color, unfortunately. I don't think they had brown. I'm gonna have to look and see. They might have had brown and I just didn't pay it any attention. Um, I also have orange. I have black. I have more of a Kelly green. Um, and I have like a teal blue and then a dark teal blue and then a light teal blue. So I do have a couple of other colors in case you're interested, but of course we got a couple of hours. Okay, so peel reveal. All right, so that's brass and that's the Aurum and this is the topaz. So again, which gold color looks the best on the red? Which gold color looks the best on this? Oh no, Mama Vibe. My goodness. I hope you was able to get that straightened out. Ooh. So this is Aurum. This is brass and this is topaz. They all look gold on the red. The sun looks more gold. Mm-hmm. Brass, topaz. I would love to see these types of comparisons with the greens too. Yes, there are a lot of green. There are a lot of the greens. We got the peridot, we got the wintergreen, we got the pine. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Emerald. Yeah. Topaz and brass look the same. That's the color. That's how these colors are doing. They're kind of doing it like that. Now in person you can see the difference. But and there's blue again. Remember how it made the gray look gray? Now look at the arm. It doesn't look as gray per se on the red. It kind of does actually. Actually it does. Look at that. Look at that. Whereas on the green, it doesn't. Look at that. That's Aurum. That's Aurum. And that's Aurum. That's a trip. Look at that's brass. This is brass. Look at how on the green the brass looks more. Look at that. Look at the difference. And let's move it so we can see the red. Look, all of these are the same color. Look. Ain't that a trip? So it does matter what color you're putting these on. All right, so that's blue, that's red, that's hunter green. Y'all want to do yellow or do you want to do rust color? Or pink or Kelly green? Which one? While I start blinging. So we're going to do brass over here this time. Sun and stars look like, yeah. In person, it's not like that. Definitely isn't in person, but rust, rust, rust. Okay. And then we'll go to yellow next since it's right here. And then we'll round it out with black because black is neutral. So the black will the black will allow each individual color to do its own thing without any influence whatsoever because it's black. I also have white totes too. So if not black, we can do it on white. All right, this is Aurum. Rust, okay. So we'll do rust. That was something else I was going to ask y'all. So which color in your own inventory of rhinestones, for those who have gold colors, which gold do you usually grab first? Is it Speen? Is it Crystal Golden? Is it Aurum? Is it Brass? Which one normally do you go for when you think gold? I'm going to do a design and I'm going to do it in gold. And then that's the color you go for. Speen, Brass, Topaz, Icy Honey. I have a hard time with yellow sometimes. The colors will pop on the black. Yes, the colors will definitely pop on the black. Hey, Soaking Rays. How are you? Aurum, Brass, and Icy Honey. Okay. Brass. Okay. We're going to do these stars in... Let's stick with Topaz. I'm going to stick with the Topaz because the Topaz is... I want to see if Topaz will make a difference on that rust color. And then the next color we do yellow, I'll do Speen. So we'd like to see what that Speen gonna do on that yellow. We appreciate y'all coming to hang out with us again. Thank you very much. If you don't mind, take a moment to hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. Or subscribe. You can subscribe to the channel. We enjoy having you here on Sundays, 8 p.m. The Lord willing and the creek don't rise. And let's see. I'm going to start with a... Oh, I'm going to have to pre-press. Hold on. We are doing rust. So let me go pre-press this. You needed a really popping gold for a shirt, and I used gold orange AB, and it did not disappoint. I want to know how it would show up on my yellow apron. Okay. Been using citrine until now. Okay. Okay. Citrine. Yes. Gold orange AB was another contender, Miss Gail. Until the reason, again, I didn't is because it's AB and it's not like a pure gold looking color. Because to me, the ABs, the Sphenes, you know, because they have that extra coating, it kind of like cheats a little bit because they sparkle ridiculously and reflect all the other colors. So it kind of makes it stand out more than just the plain color. So that's why I didn't bring them, but I do have them, so it ain't like we can't use it. But for right now, I was gonna do a new piece of tape, but I'm gonna stick with this one and see how it does with this. Hopefully I ain't pushing it too far to its limits. Because I do see some Icy Honey. You don't think, oh, I haven't used it yet. I got Icy Honey right here. We can use it for the stars on the... Oh, I said I wanted to see what Speen looks like. What time is it? If I get a chance, I'll use it on one of the sets of stars because I do have Ice and Honey. It's lighter gold than the stars, than the topaz. It's lighter than topaz. All right, so here is the rust color. There's some lint on these. That's why I was like, I don't want it to. But then again, I have probably got lint everywhere from doing the baby bibs with the towel. Nice. Even with lint, still picking up like a champ. Ooh, okay. Okay. I think this is going to change some opinions. Let's see. This topaz may blend in too much. Let's see. We shall see. All right, let's press it, and then we will do a peel reveal. Hey, Lisa. What is I use Aurum and create the splatter effect using crystal AB? Ooh, that sounds pretty. All right. I am mad about my camera, y'all. Different. Doing a blue 5-layered shirt. I need 4 other suggestions. A blue 5-layered shirt. What other suggestions? Because gold always looks good on blue to me, but then also does silver. So I may not be the best person to ask. All right, here's the peel reveal. Peel reveal. So again, the sun on this is Aurum. The moon is brass. And the stars are topaz. Let's bring it over towards the light. Look at that. Now you can see the difference with the topaz and the brass. It really makes this, because remember on the blue and the red, the topaz and the brass was looking the same, looking real similar. But now look, you can see that this is a more golden gold, and this is more of a yellowish gold. And then the Aurum has that old gold look. Isn't that interesting? That is so interesting, y'all, how these colors really do make a difference. Yeah, the sun does look good on this rust. So which one do you feel is the real gold color? Because that, again, that was the question. She wanted to know what was real gold. So which real gold looks better on here? Topaz, yes, it has some orangish tones to it. The moon is brass. Yep. Moon, stars, topaz. Okay. Did anybody say the sun? Moon, stars. Okay. All right. The public has spoken. So again, that's the rust, which the camera just made it look orange. That's crazy. That's the red. And that's the green. So far with the gold, it's like the green kind of stole the show to me personally. Even though the camera ain't doing it justice right there. And then here's the blue. So we've done 4 colors with the gold so far. All right, so let's put these over here and let's shoot for yellow and see how the golds do on the yellow. What do you think? For me, on this, I like the Aurum. But Aurum for me has always been, when I think gold, I think Aurum. That's just the way it's been, because I love the old antique gold look. But brass definitely does pull gold for me. Now, if I need a crystal, then I go with topaz. But of course, as I mentioned earlier, brass and aurum are both a plated stone, so you can't see through the glass of the stone. Whereas topaz is glass, so it is a clear stone, so you can, not clear, it's a crystal stone, so you can see through the glass, through the color, and see the reflection back there. So this is going to have to be brass this time. I'm going on the yellow. Can you post pics and info for each? I will work on that, Miss Lisa. That's what, well, actually, that's what I was saying earlier. That what I'll probably do is put this on the website, the store, where the colors are, and show the picture of the moon and the moon and the sun, like where the sun is brass and where the moon is brass. Put each one on the brass with the rhinestone page, so that folks can see what that color looks like on all of these colors. All right, so that's brass. And then pop right back out. Okay, so let's pop these in. And y'all's friend, for those who heard me talk about him, y'all's friend, the kitty cat, is still out there hanging around. He's still trying to slyly make his way into my house. That ain't gonna happen, cause he comes right up to the door and gets the yowling. I don't care, fam. You ain't coming in my house. So there's that. But I have been feeding him, so I've been giving him Meow Mix, I think is the name of that cat food I found on clearance at Walmart. Oh my God. I got him some Meow Mix, and I got him some turkey wet stuff for days when I think he might want some wet. I don't know, y'all. But it's been years since I've had a cat. Years. And my allergies are worse now, so I can't fool with him too much. But he is definitely, he had to have been an inside cat because of the way he acts. Like, he's not afraid to come inside. I'm like, you coming up in here. All right, I said Speen. I wanted to see what Speen looked like on the yellow. So let's pop some Speen on here. Now Speen, again, Speen is icy. But again, it, to me, technically, I mean, it is gold and it can be used for gold, but it reflects other colors. So to me, it's not a true plain gold. So I'm not going to, I'm just curious of what it would look like on the yellow. There we go. Boom. There we go. There we go. And I don't know how many of y'all were here through the years. There's a lot of y'all who have watched us many times through the years, with different collabs with different other YouTubers, creators, And, you know, there's been a lot of us, and there's a lot of interaction between a lot of us, but um, I just found out, Uni just found out yesterday, and I saw it, and it was like, are you kidding me? We lost a YouTuber back in May and didn't even realize it because he kind of like backed off of doing um, YouTube as often, and probably because he wasn't well. But I don't know if you guys remember T-shirt man Los. He passed away. So hang on to your folks that you know and love, and it was unexpected, so to speak. Um, and he left behind wife and kids. Even though one graduated, looked like. I don't think he had young kids, but still, it leaves a void. And you know, you hate to hear that for anybody, but just FYI, in case you did not know that. I think they have a GoFundMe. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's a new GoFundMe or if it's one that's been there. I don't have the link to it. But if you're on, you know, ever go by the Best Uni's channel, I think she did a video and she posted it. So, yeah, that was... No worries, no worries. All that glitter is gold. Right? Yeah, Lisa, it is. It is. You just, I mean, we all on borrowed time, so to speak. And I would hope that you guys would miss coming to hang out over here. But, oof, that was like a punch in the gut. Wasn't expecting that information. All right. And then haven't heard anything lately about Kevin. Been meaning to reach out again and check. So he wasn't doing well either. Okay, here's yellow. Already pre-pressed it. Let's put our sun smack dab in the middle. Right there, move it over just a little bit. I know what color y'all gonna say with this one. I already know. You know what? Let's do it this way this time. Whoa, come on. Is that gonna work? No, that's not gonna work. Not the way I want it to. Okay. All right. Let's give this a press. But it's a trip to me. Life is short. We gotta use all our time to the fullest. That's for certain, especially when it comes to being with the people we love. So that's time you can't get back once it's gone. So yeah, that is for certain. Now here is yellow. I already know what color y'all gonna say. So I'm gonna pull the speen off first. And speen is acting up the way speen does. And I will definitely be using speen on yellow. But here is the Aurum and the brass. The Aurum and the brass on this yellow. Which one? I'm horribly allergic to cats. I found a little 24-hour allergy pill. Girl, allergy pill nothing. I can't. I'm on enough medicine. I don't need that one. Okay, to me, Speen don't count. So pick one of the other. Mama Ba say Speen, Miss Parker say Speen. I knew y'all was, but that ain't what I was talking about. The stars are gonna stand out anyway. I don't. That Speen is nasty. That Speen is just okay. Between the moon and the sun, I know you. Between the moon and the sun, which one? I knew I shouldn't have used that Speen. I had to see it though on that yellow. It is hot on that yellow. All right. I knew y'all was gonna say the sun. Yeah. So it's like the Aurum kind of like is dark. It's beautiful because you see that sparkle, but that sun, yeah, the sun really stands out on this yellow. That brass is beautiful. So this is brass, and this is Aurum, and of course this is Speen. And we're gonna show all of these on the front camera as well. So gonna cut the light off and let you see it. All right, so I have pink left. We can do one more. I have pink. I have Kelly green. I have a capri color or black. I think we should do black. Black or white. Let's do that. Black or white. Black or white. Which one? White. I'm going to start brushing while y'all chime in. Black or white. Pink. Gold says metallic, so think the brass just naturally says gold. Well, Aurum is metallic too. Aurum is a metallic. Black, black, white, black. Hey, peace, so in peace. Black, black. White, black. Okay. It's almost a time now. Black, white, black. Oh, Lord. We split. Am I going to have to do both? God. I may have to leave the stars off and do both. White, black, white. Okay. He said I have time. But I got to do the giveaway, sir. All right. Well, one thing's for certain. By doing it on black and white, that'll give the people who come to the web store the opportunity to see it on all of the aforementioned colors, black and white as well. So we'll do both. I'm going to try and bling quicker. And if I have time towards the very, very, very end after doing the giveaway of the totes, then I'll let you guys see the supervisor in action today. That way I'm not holding anybody up. Aurum comes across antique gold, yes. And the brass appears actual gold in my opinion. Yeah, I do agree antique gold, but that to me is my favorite. I love antique gold. Need to get a who in here got a gold coin? Oh my God. Uh-oh. It's brass. All right. There is that. And then the stars, we'll go with Icy Honey this time. And we'll put this one on white. Oh my goodness, Sheila, you're absolutely correct. I gotta do the treasure chests. I gotta do the treasure chest. Let's see. Is this? Yeah, this is honey. My brain was like, wait a minute, did I grab the right thing? I was supposed to get, all right. It's pretty. All right, so this is honey. That's me. I'll put that over there. Boop. Icy colors be showing out. Usually I do the taco method, but tonight I'm feeling reckless. All right. And then here's the sun and the moon. And we're putting this on white. So you're welcome, Barb LaFawn. Hey, Barb. How are you, honey? How are you? Hopefully you're doing good. Let me grab a black one. And where are the white ones? Did I not bring them? I didn't bring them. Hold on. I'm going to go ahead and pre-press this black one while I go grab the white tote bag. So that that one is done. And then I'm going to pre-press the white one. And then we will brush in for the black one. Let's set that up there. And then here's the white one. Okay, here's black. All right, you guys, let's see. So what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 totes so far. What I should have did was how many totes can I tote in a tote with the tote in the tote in the tote? What content? What? You remember I did that one time? How many somethings I could do? I think it was blinging. I can't remember what it was. And I was trying to think. I was trying to think what that was. So after looking at this test that we did, this project, which gold surprised you the most? What gold color combination surprised you the most? Where you were like, wow, I didn't know that gold would look like that on that color. Even though we did a lot of golds, but which gold combination kind of threw you off a little bit? You was like, what? No way. Yes way. All right, so here is the white. So let's press this. Let's see, green, the green one got you. Green, yellow, the green tote. The Aurum seem to change the most depending on the background color. Green and red, Janet says. Hey, Janet. Green was surprising, Kai says. Yeah, these color combinations is a trip. The green was surprising that it made the gold stand out more. That was the clincher for me. Yellow bag was beautiful, yes. Yes, it was. Okay. Peel reveal. So in this one, Aurum is in the middle. Brass is on the end. And this is Icy Honey. So Icy Honey is lighter gold than the topaz. So look there. So it's brass, Aurum, and Icy Honey. The moon or the sun, which one? Or honey. Green and brass is your favorite. What team is green and gold? I don't even know. Monique says the gold. I mean the sun. Moon has more gold. Janice is moon. Andres is moon. Stars, Paula says. It's so blurry. Oh no, is it blurry and up again? I am team Aurum. Yeah, Aurum's my favorite. I apologize. Green Bay is green and gold? Okay. I didn't know. Really pretty moon, but like the Icy Honey also. Okay. Mixing the gold as a gradient would work. Ooh, yeah, it would. Green Bay is yellow and green. Oh, okay. So we wouldn't be able to use gold for Green Bay. Or you could use brass because brass is like yellowish gold, I guess. I don't know. All right, that was on white. Now we'll do the black and then we'll do the giveaway. I'll show you the supervisor and then we'll let you guys mosey on down the road. Because let's see, I don't have an appointment or anything tomorrow, but I do have to get up a little early tomorrow. Well, let me rephrase it. I don't have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. So, oh, Sheila, I meant to send you a message. But tomorrow, let's see. I'm going to start cleaning up because, like I said, I still have fabric all over the place. Like a fabric factory came and just bombed my house. That's what it looks like because I was pulling out fabric to use and then changing my mind and then going back to the different fabric and then going in my stash to get other fabric and just, oh my gosh, it was a trip. It was a trip. It was a lot. It was a lot. I'll put it that way. But everything turned out beautiful. If you missed all of the things that I made, it is in the beginning. So you can run back and rewind and see that because it did turn out very, very pretty. I also showed the painting my daughter did as well at the very beginning. So hopefully you didn't miss that. If you did, please check that out because she did a fantastic job. Her first time doing an oil painting of a little girl, ballerina girl. I think I started to tell y'all the family reunion project went great. Everything went well. So that was good. It's just a lot of work. That does not look, that looks like Labrador. Let's take that out and put in Aurum. Trying to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Convinced that the gremlin comes and takes everything I put up right. Minnesota Wild Hockey includes forest green, iron range red, harvest gold, and Minnesota wheat, complemented by white. So I'm looking at stones closest to those colors. Rheumatologist, okay. Forest green, iron range red, harvest gold. So which one of these would come off as harvest gold then? Which one comes off as harvest gold to you? Let's go with topaz. Oh, wait a minute. No, this is icy honey. This ain't topaz. I already poured it on there, so we just gonna go with icy honey on this black. And then we'll do a giveaway. Or would the like icy honey or topaz be harvest gold? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up. But it's interesting when I would look up colors on like Google colors and stuff like that, it would show, you know, different websites would list the same color. I'm sorry, they would list one situation is the different color. So pine for this person is not pine for that person, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? All right, our final bag. I'm glad I pre-pressed it and put the lid on it before I throw these stones all over the place accidentally. Having gold, I'm thinking the antique military gold, although brass may be good. I'll look for the hex colors. Okay. Let me know, Miss Barb. I'd be interested to find out. Because you know what? They would know what they're calling colors for their team. So, I guess I could look at it that way, look up the team. And that will show me what the harvest gold would be. All right. Whoops. Let's get you back in place, sir. And get you back in place. Thought I'd push you back in place, but I didn't. Okay. And finally, here is black. So, let's do this here. And this one is kind of going to be like I don't want to say a toss-up, but kind of like a toss-up because black, like I said, it allows the color to be what it is. This was fun. So if you could have any color gold that's going to be permanently seared into your collection of colors, like from now on, after seeing all that we did with these shades of gold tonight, which one is going to be your go-to from now on? Off gate. Did it change or did it stay the same? Did it change or did it stay the same? Aurum. Oh, spelled correct thing. They do me like that all the time. Brass. Soak and Raise says. Alrighty, y'all. Time for the peel reveal. Cut the heat press off. Come on, quit being blurry. There we go. Peel reveal. So this is Icy Honey. And this is Brass. And this is Aurum. Look at that. Ooh. Look at that. It's messing with the camera. Blinging. Yes, they all look amazing on the black. Yes. You used to be Aurum Dorado. I'm thinking brass, but I like the military gold. Yeah, all of them. She said all of them. You're going to stick to brass? Okay. Sun. The sun is, that's brass. That's brass. Lacy honey for what I need in Iowa. Hawkeyes and cyclones and lots of high school gold yellows. Okay. Pop pop goes that honey. Yeah, honey. And then this camera is washing it out. There we go. It finally acted like it had some sense, but yeah. Look at that. Hard to say, but going with the brass. All right, you guys. So I'm going to bring this over to the first camera, and then we will, all of them I want for different seasons. That's true too. Different seasons, different reasons. And that's why a lot of times when I get requests and people are saying, okay, well, we want to know what color would work with this, that, or the third. Which one is the real gold? Which one is, and I'm like, look, looking at this, it shows it can change. It varies. It depends. It's not one answer that's always right. Uh-oh, you know what? Let me make sure this camera's gonna work, y'all. Hold on. It looked like it kicked my husband out again. Oh, cool. It worked. All right. So let's do our thing that we do with the light so that you can see what it looks like. And then we will do the, oh, wow, it's 10:53. I did not realize it was that late, y'all. Y'all be letting me do team too much. Hold on. All right. So this one is green. This one is green. The forest green. This one, if I'm not mistaken, we did crystal golden. And then the sun is brass. And then the moon is aurum. Okay. White bag is looking good. It does look good. Okay, so that's the forest green. Here's the blue. Again, the sun is aurum. The moon is brass. And the stars are topaz. Yeah, the green really brings out the blue. I mean, the golds. The green really, really, really makes gold pop. Green really makes gold pop. So green and gold are like perfect complements for each other. I personally thought it was going to be the red, but it wasn't. It was the green. Because you look at the red. Now in person, it's not that washed out. This red is just really strong, but the aurum is the moon. Oh, you are still in here. Okay, I thought you were going. Okay. All right, and then I'm pretty sure these were topaz. I'm not 100% sure because pretty sure they were topaz. I was still doing topaz. Okay. And then this is the rust. Now the rust to me was the most surprising because it just, that rust really took over and did the thing with the golds. It was really, really, really pretty. So aurum is in the middle. The moon is brass. And then I can't remember what I did with the stars, y'all. I want to say that was the, no, that's not speen. So that's the honey. If I'm not mistaken, that's honey. But it's dark, so I can't see. Hey, I can't tell in the dark. All right, and this is Speen for the stars. And then the sun is brass. And then the moon is Aurum. Can you show with the light on? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. All right. And then, of course, the white. And then the black. So this is the white. Okay, that's honey. And that's Aurum in the middle. And that's brass for the moon. Okay. And then this is the black. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look. Okay. All right. Yikes. So do you see? Okay. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Listen, Linda. Listen. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Somebody come and look at this. Somebody come and look. Listen, Linda. Somebody come and look at this. Go call somebody, Linda. Look at that. So what happens, and it's science, y'all. I keep trying to explain this to you. Yeah, rhinestones look good on white, but what happens with light, the black absorbs the light. So it allows the rhinestones to be their own audition. The rhinestones can do all the shining and the shimmering and all the jazz that they need to do because the black is absorbing light, whereas the stones are reflecting the light. But on white and lighter colors, the white is reflecting the light too. So yes, you can see the rhinestones sparkle. You can see that the rhinestones are doing their thing. But because the white is reflecting light too, they're competing with each other. They're competing with each other. So the rhinestones tend to look get shut the door and lock it afterwards. Okay, I'm just saying. Look at that. On the black, Aurum, brass, and this one is icy honey at the top. Hey, Jenny McKinney. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Black. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But anyways, let's cut the light on, and we'll show it again. Now, see, in the sunlight, it still absorbs the light. This ain't even sunlight, is it? But under regular light, the black still absorbs light, but again, it still allows the rhinestones to do what they do, right? Now let's show the white. This is the white. Now see, now they're both doing what they need to do, but because the darkness, how can I put it? So in the light like this, the darkness and the light, the little bit of light that we did have was reflecting along with the rhinestones. But in the day, bright light situation, it's not as direct and not as harsh. It's not as big of a contrast. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not as big of a contrast. So it allows the rhinestones to present like they should on the white, but the white still reflects the light. Okay? But it's not quite as powerful as it is in the dark. Okay? Let's see. Here is yellow. Again, the middle sun right here is brass. The moon is Aurum. And the stars are Speen. Okay. Really pretty, y'all. Oh my gosh. This turned out really... I'm glad we did this. Whoever that was that emailed me, thank you. I don't remember who it was. It was somebody I don't think I've met before. The sun is Aurum, the moon is brass, and the stars, I think that's icy honey. Pretty sure that's icy honey. I have to look at it side by side because honey is lighter. than the topaz. And then here's the red. It's after 11 already. So here's the red. And that's topaz. Here's the blue. And that's topaz. All right. And then finally, here is the forest green. You know, I'm going to put some pine rhinestones on here and see what that looks like. So yeah, thank you. This was a great experiment. I had fun doing this. So we have how many totes? I'll probably get these totes out in the mail Tuesday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because I want to take the pictures and put them on the website, which it shouldn't take long to do, but y'all know, y'all know how ADHD works, right? All right. So thank you for coming to hang out. If you want to get one of the totes, then hang on. We're getting ready to set up the StreamYard giveaway. If you don't, then I appreciate you coming out. It was a lot of fun. Let me know in the comments below, for those watching the replay, which gold was your favorite so far. I didn't forget. I didn't forget. Trust me, it's right here. And then if you don't let me forget, y'all, I'll show you the supervisor. All right. So let me pull the giveaway tool over here. And what we'll do is we will name the giveaway based on the color of the tote. Okay. So the first one that we're going to go with is the green. So let me share screen. That's what I'm looking for right here. There we go. Thank you, Fern. Hey, Fern. Thank you, Vanessa. You're welcome, Cindy. Yeah, I can't remember who it was that emailed me. But this is for the green tote. And on this green tote, the sun in the middle is brass. The stars are crystal golden and the moon is Aurum. And it turned out really pretty. Really, really pretty. I'm excited about that. So this is for the green tote. And I'm going to see if I can't pull up the supervisor's thingy. Oh, that's pretty, Sheila. All right, and so let's go ahead and roll so we won't be here all night. Oh, you know what? I did not put the link for the giveaway. Oh, hold on. All right, so this will be for Sheila Cushionberry. Holler. Hold on, let me give a bell. Come on, bell. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Yes, Sheila. Yes, honey. Yes. I ain't got to worry about you filling out a form because I know you'll do it. All right, so let's go back, and this time we're going to do the blue tote. So let's type in blue. And meanwhile, I'm going to go grab the link and put it in the dooflachi so that you'll have it. I think I listed it last week. So let's go live. Let's go here. Hopefully it's here. Yes. Let's do this way. Okay. Boop. And let me go here. Make sure that's turned down. And then let's go here. And then let's do this right here. Boop. And then I'm going to pin this comment, and that way it'll be where it needs to be. in. All right, there we go. And let's draw for the blue one. Sherry. Holla, Sherry. I like your picture, Sherry. Holla. Yes, honey. Yes. Congratulations, Sherry. Okay, so the next one is going to be the red tote. So we're going to type red. And let me make sure that did what it was supposed to do, because this computer is being crazy right now. Make sure that even though yes, okay, it's pinned. All right. So Sherry, if you'll click that link and fill it out for me, I appreciate it. Here was the blue one you won, Sherry. Thank you so very much. Here is the red one. And the brass is in the middle for the sun on this red one. So if you want the red one, go ahead and type the word red. All righty, we are going to go ahead and hit draw. And the red one goes to Cindy Mint. Holler! Yes, honey. Yes. Congratulations, Cindy. Yes. You got a doggy that look a little similar to Milo. That's cute. All right. And so our next one is going to be Rust. Okay. So type Rust for the next one. Here is the Rust tote. And on this one, the sun is Aurum. This is Aurum. So definitely click that if you're interested in the rust colored tote. That rust is really pretty. The yellow is really pretty too. Ooh, that yellow is really pretty. Oh my goodness gracious. Let me make sure I'm not. Oh, that's what I'm forgetting. Where is it actually? You know what? Where is my treasure chest? Oh, there it is. Let's see what's in this treasure chest. Ouch. We shall see about that. Alrighty, so for the rust tote, let's draw. And the person that's getting the rust colored tote is Vanessa Parnell. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Congratulations, Vanessa. So you guys, please be sure to click the link and fill out the paperwork, because that keeps me accountable. Next is Yeller, but I'm going to spell it yellow. So this is the next one, and this is the yellow tote, and the sun on this one is brass. Okay, sun on this one is brass. Let me see. Let's see, I cut off the heat press. I think I did everything I was supposed to do with all of that. Oh, you know what? I forgot about this. That may not work. All right, so this is yellow. This is yellow. Let's see. All right. Oh my goodness gracious. Whoa, y'all like that yellow one. Okay, let's draw on the yellow. Okay. And this goes to Feast on Peace. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Congratulations. Please click that link that's pin to the top of the comments and fill that out for me, please. That was for the yellow tote, and now we're going to do the white tote. This is the white tote where the sun is Aurum. Okay, the white tote. So the word that we're going to do is white. All right. The word we are going to do is white. Let me grab this and grab this and grab this. All right. And grab this. Put that there. I got to get these pictures. Now hiring a photographer. Right? Right. All right. So the white tote. We're going to roll on that. Ready? Or as the supervisor said, ready? Go! He is so cute, y'all. Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna pull that up too. Miss Carol Coleman, holler! Yes, honey. Yes, congratulations. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, and so the final one is going to be black. All right, so the black tote is the last one, and then we will do the treasure chest. Okay. And even if you want a tote, you are welcome to roll on the treasure chest as well. And then we will get on up out of here. I have the supervisor pulled up so that you can see him for those who want to stay briefly to see that. And then we'll get on out of here. But thank you for coming to hang out on doing the Rhinestones. Do you think the background color mattered more than the rhinestone color when you're choosing your rhinestones? I would love to know, especially for those in the replay. Answer that for me. I would love to see what you guys think. For now, we're going to hit draw on the black tote. And then we will be out of here. So the black tote goes to Dorika. That's Miss Creations. Holler. Yes, honey. Congratulations. Thank you, all of you, so very much. I appreciate you all for that. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to do our secret treasure chest giveaway. Okay. So the secret treasure chest is something that mostly everybody can use. I don't see how this would not be something that you could use. You don't need any special equipment or anything like that in order to use it. So it should be okay. Hopefully you'll like it. So what's what we're going to do? So I am going to share screen for this last thing. And any of you in here are welcome to roll on that. And it is going to be the word secret. And secret is going to be whatever is in our baby's booty treasure chest. Because somebody told me not to say booty chest. This is our baby's booty treasure chest. You will get some awesome treasure in here. And make sure to please click the link in the description. Fill it out. For all of you, there's 48 hours to click that link and fill it out so that I can get you your tote, or whomever gets this will have 48 hours as well to claim it. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and click draw on this, and this will go to Monique Johnson. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Congratulations, Monique Johnson. We appreciate it. So let's stop sharing and show you what is in the secret chest. You ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Ready, ready, ready. Whoops. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. Sorry. I'm hitting it again. What is this? It's a ruler gripper, a purple Gypsy brand ruler gripper to keep your little fingers safe while you're doing your roller cutter. So hopefully you don't have one, but if you do, this will work with your other rulers. This is great for your clear rulers, quilting rulers. So hopefully you will love your little gripper because this is nice. I do like these. They're very good. And it's purple. Hello. But anyways, so thank you very much. I'm going to show you guys really quickly your supervisor and what he was up to today. And then we'll get out of here. I don't have the thing, but y'all check that out. Look at what he has. Now look. You see this? Ain't it crazy? That they even had that in his size. And he did good. You know, he almost crashed right there, but he did pretty good. He was racing with it. That was the part that got to me was, you know, you running with it. And then this was later. I didn't even have to tell him to do that. He already knew. He was grabbing stuff out of there. And I'm like, how did you even know? And, you know, so he did good. He did a good job. He was scanning stuff, even though that one didn't scan, so I had to scan it. But he loved doing it. So I'm like, okay. Supervisor, second job. You ready to get your second job? Okay. Make money. Pay for them pull-ups and the milk that you like. So I wanted y'all to see he actually was working. But I guess he likes that job better than the job here. I don't know. Because a lot of times he winds up on the tablet here. So there was no tablet at the grocery store. But anyways, we'll see how it goes. But thank y'all for coming. It was a lot of fun. It was awesome to see the different shades of gold that you can choose from to go with your projects. And as we're finding out, actually, ain't no finding out. I want to know what you think. So do you think that choosing the background color now that we've done this, is choosing the background color just as important as choosing the actual shade of gold? I would love to know what you think. All right. So thank y'all for coming to hang out. It was a lot of fun. And I look forward to the fun that we're going to have next week, Lord willing. And so until the next time we see you, we hope you have happy blinging with gold. I mean, I'm just saying, happy blinging with gold. Does the buy-in end tonight? Yes, Jesse, it does end tonight. It does. It does. Thank you for asking. I did forget that. The buy-in was a good buy-in this weekend, and it does end tonight. So, but thank y'all so very, very much. And we look forward to seeing you all again next week. Bye. I'm tired, so I'm going to bed. Because when I tell y'all, it's been reunion, baby shower, and now I got to clean up the aftermath. It's crazy. Everyone have a golden week. Did you get an order from me? I don't know. I will check and see if I, how about this, Miss D. Wilson? If I did not get one, I'll email you and let you know. Okay. If you don't hear from me, then your order went through just fine. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Faye. Y'all have a good night. Bye.
Yeah. Y'all felt that energy today. The baby's booty family in the building. We're shining. We're grinding. Listen. We started with a blank slate, now look at the glow. You brought the heat to the chat, you put on a show. From the first stitch to the final stones place, there ain't nothing better than seeing your face in the comments. We're more than a hobby, we're a movement, a vibe. Thanks for bringing that magic, keeping us alive. Thank you for the love, thank you for the time. You helped the baby's booty really start to shine. Go take that sparkle, go out and create. Until the next stream, yeah, it's gonna be great. Keep blinging, keep blinging.